It is now 1:30 here at the KFYR Plus News Desk, and today we're joined by Amy Archer, representative and research lead at whistleout.com, to discuss their recent survey revealing growing frustration with social media advertisements. Now, from ad fatigue to impulse buying, we'll explore now what these trends mean for users and platforms. Amy, welcome to the News Desk. Thank you for your time today.
Hi, thank you, Jay.
You bet.
I'm glad
So,
to be here.
what motivated Whistle Out to conduct this survey on the social media ads?
At Whistler, we want to understand and share everything there is to know about the phones in our pockets, and social media usage is something most people with a smartphone have in common. Once you
hmm
start really digging into social media habits, it's difficult to miss how much of it is ad space.
So, were you surprised by any of the findings that 63% of users now are feeling fatigued by advertisements?
Yes and no. The number was surprising at first, but only until we started digging into how many ads we were actually seeing, and now I'm surprised it isn't higher.
Really? Okay. Pinterest and TikTok topped our list for ad density. Why do you think these platforms are so ad heavy?
It's hard to say for sure, but both platforms are extremely visual with more of a focus on eye-catching images and videos than text, and their algorithms are easy to customize so that you're constantly
Mm.
seeing content you want to see. Ads feel less out of place, less obtrusive in that environment until you start really looking out for them, or they catch your eye organically like they're designed to do.
Did any platform perform better in terms of relevant ads?
Yeah, our team found that Instagram, Snapchat, and Reddit had more relevant ads overall for us, but everyone's algorithm is different. So platforms you use more frequently or ones you've shopped on previously may have more relevance. For us, X and Pinterest had the least relevant ads.
Okay. Are platforms prioritizing revenue over user experience? And if they are, is this a long term risk?
Social media shopping is a very lucrative industry for both advertisers and platforms. However, those social media platforms don't exist without their users. So it definitely feels like a balance needs to be struck there where users aren't getting discouraged from using platforms due to ad fatigue.
You know, over a third of users have made purchases influenced by social media. What does this say about our consumer behavior?
Consumers love convenience when it comes to shopping, and there's nothing more convenient than an integrated shopping cart in an app that you're already using all the time. With TikTok Shop, you don't even have to leave the app to buy something that catches your eye. So, social media is also uniquely positioned to offer consumers other consumer opinions right then and there through influencer sponsored content and comments from other users expressing interest or their own experiences with a product instead of consumers having to search for reviews and weigh the pros and cons themselves.
You know, I was watching the football game Friday night. It was on Amazon Prime, and they would go to a commercial, and it would pop up on a little box that said, press your remote OK or whatever if you wanted more information, or if you wanted to put it in your queue or to order it, which that's the first time I saw that. Maybe I didn't watch enough football, but that's the first time I saw something like that where you could just put it right into your queue. So, did this survey, Amy, reveal any differences between casual users and heavy social media users?
Our data didn't actually show any conclusive differences based on how often someone used social media, so it's kind of across the board.
Okay. Do you think social media platforms will reduce ad frequency?
Um, I mean, it's estimated that there will be over 100 million social media shoppers in the US alone in 2025. Globally, social media shoppers are expected to spend over $1.3 trillion this year. I think it's safe to say that we'll probably continue to see ads on our favorite platforms as long as it continues being lucrative.
Okay. Could subscription models or ad free feeds become more popular as a response to the 63% of us that do not like, our advertisements?
Actually, in a different survey earlier this year, Whistle found that 45% of people have ad-free subscriptions to their favorite apps. We could see this trend growing. Platforms like YouTube, Snapchat, and X already offer popular ad-free tiers. And other platforms seem to be following suit, testing out their own options. Uh, However, the cost of these subscription models is a factor too. If you're tired of seeing so many ads but don't want to pay $10, $15 a month to avoid them, it's easy enough to just stop using the platform, which could mean a drop in users.
Yeah. With ad fatigue on the rise and algorithms missing the mark, what do you think the future of social media advertising looks like? And what's one practical tip users can follow to protect their experience online?
Yeah, like I said before, social media advertising is lucrative. It's a growing industry. And despite user fatigue and targeted ads feeling less targeted, the ads you see are unlikely to stop or slow down anytime soon. Algorithms are getting better. They're, reaching people with things that they do want to buy. But if you want to avoid impulse purchases while scrolling through your feeds, one easy way to do that is avoiding one-click buying, by making yourself type in your credit card information every time you want to make a purchase. It's less convenient, but it gives you a little bit more time to think about whether you really need what you're buying or if you could find it somewhere else for cheaper.
Yeah. Well, Amy Archer, the research lead at whistleout.com. Thank you for the insight on this. Lots to chew on there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Jay.
You bet. All right, 1:36 now here at the news desk. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more news next on KFYR Plus.